Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a bit of a different video for you where I'm going to be discussing the upcoming Blue Super Saiyan 2 Trunks Zenkai, the Adult Future version. You should be seeing some gameplay right now. I'm just gonna talk, feel free to watch the gameplay. Now, we pretty much, the community pretty much knows that Super Saiyan 2 Adult Trunks is going to get a Zenkai because it was showed off at the Jump Festa. They had a funny team that had three seemingly non-cohesive units, being Super Saiyan God Vegeta, LF Piccolo, and then Super Saiyan 2 Adult Trunks. God Vegeta and LF Piccolo have now gotten Zenkais on back-to-back weeks, which, following that pattern, means at this reset, next reset, or the one after, he's coming. He's gonna drop. He's gonna Zenkai. And honestly, it's about time. I really think he's necessary. Future really needs a good blue that isn't Vegito blue. He's Vegito blue, very good on Future. It's like if you have him at 6 stars and he can support the team, but otherwise, he'll still work there. But again, you generally want really good Z abilities and such. This Trunks has a trash Z ability. I'm gonna start with that. They're not gonna fix that. It's just blast defense for Future or hybrid. Garbage. It's such a garbage Z ability that I hope they kind of go crazy with his Zenkai, make him like top tier. Now, for his Zenkai ability, should he boost Future Blue or Blue Hybrids? They might do Blue Hybrids. It'd be great if he buffed Blue Future, but they might go hybrids with it. Hopefully they do Future. Future itself needs. If it's gonna get a Zenkai, might as well have a Zenkai buffer. Now, stat-wise, he's nothing special. He is a range type unit who honestly does a lot of supporting. I'm going to be talking about his kit. Strike arts, even though he's a ranged unit, he does have a 50% chance to bleed opponents, which could or could not be useful depending if they have immunities or not. His special move is the Gallic Gun. It just inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 20% to key recovery for 20 timer counts. That's kind of meh. It's a really meh ability. So when it Zenkais, if it's like minus 40% the key recovery and takes away like 50 key, I think that'd be great. Or minus 50% the key recovery and, minus 50 key off the bat. So that you're taking a chunk away their key away, and they're not going to get it back easily. Excuse me. Green card is 20% to blast damage inflicted for 20 counts. That's a super standard green card. I'd like to see some sort of a key gain on this, and maybe not. It doesn't necessarily have to be a key gain. Perhaps if it was just general damage, raise it up to 25, maybe make it 25% the general damage inflicted for him and like allies, I think would be really good. Because again, this Trunks, as we're going to touch on, has a shade of support in his kit already. So moving on to his main ability, the Last Guardian, is plus 20% the damage inflicted by allies for 20 timer counts. So again, that's that support. He also nullifies allies' attribute downgrades that had normal conditions for 15 counts. That's a really good ability, especially with characters like Hercule and Red Frieza running around. Again, because they're going to paralyze you, they're going to poison you. And this Trunks, after 25 counts, he can just clear it off of the entire team. Not just himself, which is really good. Also, giving damage to your entire team is really good. Now, 20% damage inflicted for 20 counts is very low. I'd like to see this be like 40% to damage inflicted by allies and Buddy. I throw Buddy in there just so it works in co-op. Get more units that, are good supporters for co-op. That'd be nice. And honestly, I would drop the timer count. Just make it 40% to damage inflicted. No timer count. Never's not gonna run out. Like unless he dies specifically, but no, not even just damage inflicted to the whole team. Make Future stronger. I think that'd be a great main ability. I would say it'd be nice if this also gave him some sort of a key, but I feel like if they add key into one of his extra passives, that would just be better. All right, so moving on to his current unique abilities. First one, Guardian's Resolve. Plus 40% of blast damage inflicted for 10 timer counts every time this character enters the field. Restores on health by 10% when his character switches to standby. That's not bad. Restores on ki by 20 when this character evades enemy attack with a vanishing step. That's alright too. They Zenkai this. It'd be great if it was just 40% to general damage and no timer counts. Maybe if they're gonna keep timer counts, maybe 15, 20. Again, this Trunks he's also designed to be more of a last man standing. So if they had this like a non-cancelable, if they want to keep it blast damage is fine. I'd say raise it up to 50 to 60. That's pretty standard. If it was just non-cancelable, non-stackable. Generally how they do that. Restoring all health by 10% when switch to standby, it's still very good. I don't know if they're going to touch that. Restoring on ki by 20 is still fine. If they want to buff it 25, 30, it's not going to hurt. His next ability is Flame of Hope. He gets 15% to own ki recovery per defeated battle member, so that's just anybody. Goes down, he gets that. 15 is a very low. He's a very old card. And the next part of it is 15% of blast damage inflicted per defeated future ally. So basically he wants future allies to drop for him. 15% is it's massively low. I would say bump both of these up to 40%. And that would be really good. Maybe even higher. Just because if I'm going to pull up LF Gohan, who his unique ability, I'll give it my best, is the following effects occur per defeated battle member. 40% the damage inflicted, 30% the ki recovery. That doesn't matter who dies. Whether they're Sun Family, Hybrid, you could be running him with Frieza, I would recommend it, but he'd still get that buff. It's anybody. Trunks is specifically only getting damage when a future ally dies. So I want either one of two things to happen. I'd like to see, since they're gonna, curtail it to just future, the blast damage gained would be just damage inflicted, and for it to be like 50 or 60 per member dropped. Make it ridiculous if it's going to stay future based. If they're gonna kick off the future, just kick it up to 40% to damage inflicted per defeated person, character, ally, and 30% ki recovery, again, per defeated ally. It's fine. Just literally give him LF Gohan's passive there. That's how I feel about that. Now, for his next unique, I would really like if they did something like he gets 30 ki, some damage inflicted, and 40% of his vantage gauge back whenever he's faced with an enemy. Or perhaps when somebody's... Okay, so I'd like for him to get the 30 ki and damage inflicted whenever faced with an enemy, and then the 40% vanish engage whenever somebody swaps out while this character is in the field. That way, say you came in, it did some damage, maybe you dodged, caught another combo off, he's going to get some ki back, he's going to be able to combo a little bit more, then someone else swaps out to save a character, you're going to restore 40% of his vanish gauge. I feel like that's a nice little added buff for him. Also, since he wants to be last man standing, if you kill a character, you're going to be restoring part of your vanish, getting some damage, getting some extra ki. I feel like that'd be a rather perfect unique for his third unique. Now, for his fourth unique, only thing he needs is card draw speed. He has good damage. Again, being Zenkai buffed, he'll have good stats, better stats. If they touch up his unique at least similarly to what I've described, he'll be really good. But when he's going to need being a damage dealer and someone who wants to be last man standing is some non-cancelable card draw speed. Give him that, maybe some extra ki recovery in there as well, just so he can combo better. That's what I figured, because again, that's going to make him a good damage dynamo. He's going to have touch of support and be last man standing. And also, let's see, what else would he need? Perhaps they give him like a 20% damage cut also, with as that last unique being card draw speed, ki recovery, 20% the damage received, minus 20% the damage received. That way, it gives them a little bit more defensive viability. Now, again, if they when they Zenkai him, he'll get much better stats. But right now, my Trunks is at red 4, 11 stars, and his defenses are, for strike defense is 140, blast defense is 143. Again, he's not really supposed to be a defense type, but those are low, so again, those will definitely jump a good 25 to 30,000 when these Zenkais, but again, giving a little bit of a damage cut wouldn't hurt him. And I think this would overall make Trunks a very excellent Zenkai. He'd be good for future. If they changed his, Flame of Hope unique ability, and it's not just he gains damage inflicted per future characters that drop. If it's just, if they want to swap it to anybody, any allies that, are defeated and he gains it, that'd be great. So that he could be run on hybrids. Hybrids get like another really good blue. They don't really have a solid blue, I don't think. Transforming Ultimate Gohan is okay at best. He's one of the weakest transforming units in the game, so they gain a great blue. Future gets a great blue that's not Vegito blue. Again, because he has to be at 6 stars before he actually buffs Future. And that's what I'd like to see. When he does get his Zenkai, again, either this week or the next, I am planning to Zenkai him. I hope he's really good. I hope he looks like what I've described, because I will be going in for the 7, the Z7. So if you like what what I have to say, maybe if you want to let me know in the comments. If you want anything different, go ahead, but be sure to like, subscribe, hit bell notification if you want to know when I post. And tell me what you think. What do you think this Trunks should do? What should he be like? If you have any other ideas, I'd like to hear. But that's the end of this video. If this PvP is still going on, enjoy. Peace.